Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are here for a new show, but in a universe we're familiar with. My Hero Academia, Vigilante, I think is the English translation, but Boku no Hero Academia Illegals, I think, is the Japanese. So I'll probably just be calling it like Vigilante just to be short, and not have to say a lot in the beginning, but this is Season 1, Episode 1. I have no idea whether there's going to be multiple seasons of this. I know it's just like a spin-off manga that I genuinely don't know how long it went for or if it's still going or whatnot, but I know it takes place before our kids, right? In the timeline of the world. So we might see, I don't know if it's before All Might, but if it's during All Might's reign, we might get to see him in power, going around doing things here and there. Obviously, we're not going to be following him as like a main character. I highly doubt, but yeah. So either way, I'm really excited to jump into this world. It's been a while since I've seen, since the last season aired of My Hero that I've watched any. I've watched My Hero just through and through several times, and I've watched reactions, and I've watched it more times than I care to admit. At least like very early on, when like the first 3 seasons were out, I think it was. I think it was actually it started with the first 2. I watched through that like 2 or 3 times, if not more, and then I watched like 5 to 10 different reactors watch through the first couple seasons. And then after season 3, I watched 1 through 3 again like several times. I really fell in love with this show as it was coming out. And slowly, I watched it so much that it started to wane, as with anything in life, so. But I will be watching subtitled. I will be watching, Japanese audio. I considered doing the dub because I've seen some reactions in the dub and it sounded pretty good. And I do think I comprehend a little better in the dub than reading subs. But I think I will just stick with the sub because that's how I've reacted to it and stuff like that. I have reacted. I did a rewatch of all of My Hero, I believe, and then I did a reaction starting around like season 4 or 5. I think is around when my reactions start. I can't 100% remember. It's been a while at this point, but I also forgot to mention for anyone that may be new to my reactions, I do full-length timer-based videos, which means there's only going to be 15 seconds of footage in this corner over here to help you guys sync up. Other than that, there's going to be a timer, and you guys need to have your own footage however you watched it originally. You can sync up and watch with me. There's a link in the description to show you how to do it if you're not familiar how. I have a video teaching you how, and I explain why I do it this way and everything, so check that out if you're interested. Without further ado, I'm really excited to jump into this, so we're going to start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. The glowing baby. Yep. Our boy, baby! It'd be cool if we can get some cameos of these characters and stuff. Legal heroes. He's an All Might fan, huh? Before he ever went to UA. Doesn't mean before he was ever born, though. I wonder if we'll ever see, like, Kid Midoriya or something. Ooh. I'm pretty sure Midoriya had that same hoodie as a young kid, didn't he? With, like, the All Might hair Ooh. Huh. Whoa, what's his quirk? He's just sliding. That guy's like Spider-Manning. And she's just jumping. Oh my god, dude. Oh, Midnight. Yeah, Ingenium. I thought I saw his face when it was cutting between the like half shots of their faces. I thought I saw Ingenium's armor. It was gonna be Ida's brother, probably. Or Ida's father, maybe. If it's been a family business, depending on how long ago this was. A self-appointed doer of justice. I'm here! Aw, of course. Of course they're gonna start us with All Might, aren't they? In the first episode, at the very least. Teeth are life. Just a glutton. Oh. Is this before his injury? Is he, like, in his prime right now? Damn! My teeth! This music. Oh, I've missed this world so much! Saving people with a smile. And just jumps off. So why does he become a vigilante rather than, like, an official hero? Does something cause him not to be able to go the official track? You did that! Oh my god. Whoa, cool. He just slid away. Does he have to be on his hands and feet to do it? Can he just, like, ice skate? Okay. Sliding glide. 3 points of contact, okay. Isn't there another hero, that was similar to that, but not quite? Slide and Go, I think is what it was called. Was she an idol? A self-proclaimed freelance idol. She's got like a fan club. Are his fingers glow sticks? Is that like his quirk? Or does he just have like something on his fingers? She's just bouncing around. What's her quirk? By the way, I didn't catch. I was too busy reading. I didn't like fully catch his name, so I'll have to go back. Leap quirk. Oh, interesting. She took an interest in seeing him for some reason. Oh no! Hmm. Oh no. Of course. God damn it. Literally just for bumping into him for no they're just people that like to cause pain. Assholes. Hmm. The cops should do something. That's okay. Man. Wait, was that Midoriya's mom? Nice guy's at it again. Oh, so he just like tries to clean up and stuff. Nice guy. Is that like a name that people call him? Oh boy. Oh, it's Pop Step, isn't it? Yeah. Cockroach guy. Hmm. Oh my, why are they everywhere? Flashes are butt online. These assholes. Are we gonna meet the third guy in the opening? Yeah. Hmm. Oh no. Oh. Yeah, of course. I was gonna say, he's very distinguishable by his power since he does it in public and then during the day and at night. Oh shit. Why his store too? What the heck? That's fucked. Yeah, here he is. Let's go. kick this guy's ass. I hope Brass Knuckle guy can do some work. He's just gonna punch him with those. Oh, he fell. What an entrance. Is this another guy that wants to be like him? I'm here. Oh, that's what the episode title might mean. Just gonna work out, bro. Damn! What's his quirk, I wonder? Cause you guys are assholes! What do you mean? Knuckle Duster. What a cool name. Man, you don't need a quirk to make that just hurt. Oh! Wait, no dislocation? He's not one? Wait, what does that mean? What is he looking for? Hmm. I mean, you just continue doing what you're already doing, right? Working at night? Just be a vigilante! Yes. Oh my god. Just never quits. Will we see his quirk now? Just petty. A psychopath. Ooh. Is it gonna be him? Mr. Nice Guy? Ooh. Nice. Alright. Created the opening. Oh, nice soft landing. Oh, that was cool. I like that he just like shook it off a little. That was badass. I like this guy. Koichi. I have it written down now, at least the first name. Assuming Koichi is the first name. Yeah, just give it up, man. What's your issue? Go find someone else. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's with the mark on his... Is this what Knuckle Duster is trying to track down? Yo. Go, go. Trigger. Oh, shit. Shit. Seems like it's like the starting version of the quirk-enhancing drug we see in the future. Hmm. We. That's why he looked at his tongue. Ah. Mm-hmm. You just up and start hitting him. Yep. If they don't show me their tongue, they get beat too. Oh. You do you. Cleaning up the city. Hmm. Use social media. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, Aizawa? Our boy. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna end it there. That was good. This is fun. I'm into it. I knew I would be. There was no question. I love the My Hero universe, but it's really cool having, we started off with Midoriya, not having a quirk, and then having a quirk but not being able to wield it well, and seeing him have to grow as a person. I feel like it's going to be something similar where Koichi is not going to have the strongest quirk, but maybe he finds a way to use it. By the way, I really like this outro with like their hearts like ablaze. But I wonder if Koichi will find like ways to use his power to still be useful. Even if it's not necessarily strong, but we know that you can train your power to be, you know, you can train your power to be better than it is at first, so I think it could be an interesting, like, kind of underdog grown up story and stuff like that. So, and he's already starting a little older, right? He was a college kid, right? So, although we still have Pop Step, who's a high schooler, they said, right? A high schooler idol. And then so we kind of have all the age ranges touched, where we have like Knuckle Duster, the adult. A little bit of preview for next episode. Probably shouldn't watch this. That is it, guys, for episode 1. Alright. Yeah, very cool. Like I said, we touch on all age ranges. We have, the high schooler, we have the college kid, and then we have the adult. And, we don't know Knuckle Duster's power yet. I'm curious what his quirk is, although in the opening we do see him kind of like Spider-Manning around, so I wonder, is that just him swinging on something, or does he have some kind of, travel quirk? Maybe that's why he quickly adheres to Koichi, is because Koichi also has a travel quirk. But maybe they're all people that want to do good in the world, but didn't have the strength or whatnot. Like maybe their quirk wasn't strong enough to get into a school like UA or one of the other schools that have hero tracks, and they weren't able to become heroes, but they still want to do good. So I wonder how we'll deal with society handling that kind of thing, where it's like, we have the official heroes, but then we have the unlicensed heroes. And like, is that completely illegal? Like, can you go to jail for trying to be a hero, or do you just get like fined and reprimanded or something? Or I wonder what happens if you get caught. Like, what's going to happen here with Aizawa, seemingly having, at least hasn't captured by the cloth, unless they have a way to escape this. We'll see, and maybe they get away. But if they explain themselves, then what will Aizawa say about that? We'll see. But yeah, we have Koichi, who's Slide and Glide, which, like I said, it reminds me of Slide and Go, which was funny. He was kind of like a goofy one, just sliding on his feet, but it's obviously different because he needs 3 points of contact in order to do it. But yeah, I do wonder, like, there was that one moment, maybe if I went back and watched it, I'd be able to see what he did a little better. But we had that one moment where he sped in to help Pop Step, and it almost seemed like he only had his feet on the ground, but maybe he did manage to just like dip down and put his hand down, and he moved pretty quickly. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool seeing all that. We have Pop Step, whose ability is Leap. She's kind of bouncing around. It reminds me a little bit of Gentle Criminal, where he's able to like bounce on the air and stuff, but I obviously think it's like a bit different. It seems like, he had a lot of utility to his. I'm sure she'll have some utility too, but not in the same way, right? Like, it seems like she can just kind of like bounce around. I'm curious to learn more specifics to her power and everything. So, but we have this storyline of this new drug that's going around called Trigger. I can't remember what they called the drug in My Hero. The biggest instance of it, saw it several times, but the biggest instance of it was with Red Riot. And when he was going on patrol and everything, he ran across some people that used the drug to boost their quirk in a similar way. So I don't think it was called Trigger. I was gonna try to go back to my Hero notes, because I think I have My Hero notes in my phone, and see if I had a name for it. But that's so far back. It would take me so much scrolling. I'm not gonna worry about it. But yeah, either way, it apparently darkens their tongue, so that's like an indicator. So I like how Knuckle Duster just walks around the town and just says, "Show me your tongue," you know? He's just broad daylight, not even doing it at night, just like not even like really suspicious people. And I like how the only real reason that Koichi's staying with him is not because he wants to be a vigilante too, not because he believes in what Knuckle Duster's doing, but he's just scared of what, Knuckle Duster is gonna do if he doesn't follow him around. So that's his duty to society, is trying to stop this guy from causing too much mayhem. But but yeah, so um now he did say uh he talked about the tongues, which he did check all their tongues, but didn't he say, wasn't the word he used no, unless I read it wrong. Uh no what's it called? I can't remember the word he used now. Um I really like the name Knuckle Duster too. Okay, so right here he checks the tongue and he says, "Oh, no discoloration. He's not one." Okay, never mind. I read it wrong. I think I read dislocation instead of discoloration when I read the word. That was my bad. So that he was just checking the tongue. That was the only indicator. Okay. I was gonna say, like, is there another thing that Trigger does with like dislocation and everything? But yeah, it even turned like the lizard guy. He got like wings and everything too. So like even heteromorphs become like even more of what they are. So it was really interesting. Seeing All Might in the beginning is really interesting. I'm curious where this falls into the timeline, because like, does he have his injury on his chest where he can only be a hero for a certain amount of time at this point, or is he just like full All Might? I'm not 100% sure because I can't exactly remember when that happened, but I also wanted to go back real fast and see with him helping people in town, helps them with their phone drop. Yeah, I'm almost certain that's a young Midoriya's mom. Like, that's a similar hairstyle to what she wears. The eyes look the same. Like, I think that he helped out. So that was that was a fun little cameo, of having her in there. Which means that, I mean, she looks like she's a grown woman at this time, but I don't know if Midoriya is born yet or anything. So we'll have to see. They did say before Midoriya went to UA. They didn't say before Midoriya was born. Either way, I'm sure as we go we'll figure it out. Aizawa doesn't look super young. We know that. So he's at least like an adult at this point and already a hero. So it can't be too long ago. So yeah, we have a rough timeline, but we'll figure it out as we go. Uh, what else did I want to say? Da 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 da. There was something else that I was getting at with this. Oh, in the opening too, we saw people like Ingenium, I'm guessing, which I'm guessing based on the time period, I'm assuming it's going to be Ida's brother. Because it seems like it's not super long ago. It seems like it's relatively soon enough that Ingenium would still be in action. So that's kind of cool. We saw like people like Midnight and stuff like that in the opening. Which, rest in peace to her. It'll be nice to see her again, considering spoilers, I guess, if you haven't watched the current My Hero. My bad. But anyway. Yeah, so very fun world. I mean, I guess we already knew the world, but very fun, like, following something new where it's not like kids going to school trying to, get their license. Is going to be very, very different where we're following, probably going to follow more of their late night exploits and stuff like that, because the school life and their normal lives, maybe we'll see a little bit just for character development's sake and everything. Like, what does Knuckle Duster do for work and stuff like that? But, and I mean, we know Koichi's a college student and all that, but we're probably not going to focus a ton on it. So we're going to focus more on, you know, this like wandering the streets and stuff, which is kind of what I wanted more of in My Hero, was them getting like field work and going and fighting like smaller scale villains and helping out society a little more. But obviously they were still students, so they weren't really able to do that until they got their provisional licenses and everything. But yeah, so I think this could be like a really cool setting and could be a lot of fun. And I love me an underdog story, so if we do see Koichi get stronger, you know, figure out like better ways to use his quirks and help people and stuff. I don't know, maybe it won't be that kind of story though. Maybe he'll just be the way he is the whole time, and we'll see him have to navigate the world with that limited power. You know, that could be interesting too. So, yeah, that's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. You can check out my Patreon too if you want 2 episodes ahead through the early access tier. You can get that. Links in the description below should be popping up on the screen. I also have Patreon shows, which are shows that I release the entire show on my Patreon before releasing it to YouTube. So things like all of Freerun is on there, all of Solo Leveling Season 1 and 2 is on there. And I've started Dan to Dan Season 1 and I'm into Season 2. So check that out if you're interested. And then for live action, there is most of Expanse, but not all of it quite yet. So, and the rest of Shogun. So check all that out if you guys are interested in more content from me. Links in the description popping up on the screen. And I will see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.